That was a song I was listening to. In fact, the effect is that's probably the joint I like the most off of your project. I
Okay.
really dig that a lot. That came
My son's
out
favorite.
this year or late last year?
So what'd you say? I didn't hear that last part.
Did it come out this year? Did Affirmations come out in
Yeah,
2024? Okay.
Imagine Affirmations came out in December 2023. So that's darn near last month. You know what I mean? And that came out, and to be honest with you, it's been sitting on the shelf for a good minute for the fact of when I got here to Georgia, something happened to where like I had a stroke, and uh, I ended up having to be in the hospital for a few days. I'll just put it like that. With that being said, you probably talked to Patrice about it or whatever, but we found out that I have MS, and not just MS. They said it's advanced MS because it's so aggressive. It was so aggressive. It's so aggressive. I'll just put it like that. So kind of stepping back a little bit, catching on to what you said, I had to literally cut everything off, music, everything, and put all that stuff on the shelf and be like, I'll get to it whenever I get to it, whenever I get myself together, you know. And it just started coming around to the fact that, hey, I can move a little bit better. I can use my hands and all this other kind of stuff. My wife said, you invested so much money into this, it's a waste of money if it's just going to sit on the shelf. And I was like, dang, you know what? Yeah, let's get it released. Let's finish the music videos. Let's do everything that we need to do and invest, and just push it and see, if we can at least not have it sitting on the shelf anymore. So I got myself together, and we finally released it. Now I'm thinking about the next album, and
Yeah.
going from there. But yeah, I had to sit myself down a little bit, for Affirmations, and it finally came out. But those songs were written uh, when we did the listening party. People started pulling out, "Hey, I remember when you did that in 2011. When you wrote that in 2011." It's like, yeah. Oh, that's the old nines. Yeah, some of these songs are really old. It's just they've been what do you call it? Refreshed.
Remastered.
Yeah. Bringing it back to today's kind of mixes and stuff like.
The thing also about like music, what you said also about you went back and recorded songs from 2012 and later, kind of leading to now. I saw something online the other day that kind of made me think, and it said like what's old to you might be new to other people.
Wow. Yep. Yep.
And there are times where I might record a song as well, and maybe I'm not feeling it for that particular album or project that I'm working on, but I
Right.
still might save it for another time. And
Right.
it kind of also makes me think about like just the beats in general, like if there's something maybe that I don't like, I might put it up on my website, and it may be an artist that goes on my website and listens to that beat, and they end up liking it, and they end up wanting to work on it, or something like that. But yeah, you always got to put out your work so you get new ears on it, and you never know who can become a fan, or what other opportunities might come from it.
I'm going to tag team on that because what you're saying is spot on. Uh, October, so I guess you say a couple months before the album got released. My brother, who, like I said, DVD, who came through for me, he was like, he actually helped me get some placements on NBC, and that was just like out of nowhere. He was like, "Well, I know you got tracks laying around. I know you did tracks for this person, this so and so, and it's tracks that uh you would like when I write tracks or whatever. I'll write a whole. I'll write it. What do you call it? a sample. I'm trying to make it because I got other words, but not everybody's gonna understand what I'm saying. But I'll do like a sample, hey, here's a hook, here's a chorus, and maybe a verse, and then I'll just send it out. But I got numerous tracks, and he was like, he came over and he was like, look, or he called me and said, NBC is looking for blah blah blah. They want this, and I know you're the perfect one for this because I don't I write music, what do you call it? Not symphony, but like stuff that you would hear on the in the on the
Film and
movies.
TV.
Yeah, cinematic. I
Yeah.
guess that's what you want to call it. Cinematic stuff or whatever. So it's just like, man, I got boom tracks off of tracks. And he was like, but yeah, we want your country stuff. They're gonna want your country stuff. And I was like, okay, because I'm a country artist as well, So, but I sent them all the stuff that I wrote like years ago or whatever. And he was like, cool, send that, send that, send that, send that. He's like, bro, they're gonna take all your all your music. And then after that, I come to find out he sent me the link of what they're doing on NBC, and he was like, it's already posted. He's like, yeah, the money's going to be, I ain't going to talk about the money, but it's around the corner, and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
And what was it for? I want to say the second episode of for that show that I wrote for. It's already up for an Emmy. I'm like,
Wow.
how did they work that quick? You know what I mean? How did they even know? So what you're banking off of what you said is like, yeah, what's old to me is going to be new to other ears and stuff like that. So and that's the whole thing of like, all right, I gotta keep going. I gotta
I
keep
gotta
going.
keep going.